This is the late evening of Friday, the 6th day of March, 2026. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Yeah, there is something that I really want to correct because I saw the interview of the Israeli ambassador, Mr. Freeman, to Nigeria. Israeli ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Freeman. So he was on Arise TV. So he was talking about the issue between Iran and Israel. He explained a lot of things, but where I want to touch is where he made claim that Iran is sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. After that statement, I see so many folks, talking about Israel just trying to blackmail Iran and so on and so forth. I said, how dumb are we? How dumb are we? Now, if you go to the internet, so that you will not say it's because of Iran is having issue, Iran is at war, that is why I'm saying it. Just go to your Google. Type, Iran is sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, Okocha Marcel. It will bring videos I have done proving to you that Iran did not stop supplying weapons to Boko Haram, ISWAP in Nigeria. Okay? Now, let me shock you. Let me just take you back to the year 2010 and 2011. 2010 and 2011. In the year 2010, Iran shipped massive container 2 times to Nigeria, containing bombs, grenades, ammunition, and it was delivered to terrorists. That is a part. But as Nigerians used to say, every day for the thief, one day for the owner. Around that ending of 2010, a container was intercepted in Apapa port in Lagos. Guess what? It was coming from Iran. Containing bombs again, ammunition, grenade, everything you can mention. You know what happened then? That time, at least, Nigeria government was a little bit active. That was the time, very close to the time Boko Haram declared that Christians should leave the north. That led UN to have UN security meeting on sectarian violence in Nigeria. Sectarian violence means religious violence. Go and verify everything I'm saying. Just go and verify them. If you discover that anything I'm saying here is not true, stop following me. Now, on 18th of January 2011, 18th of January 2011, in fact, as you can see it on BBC News, okay, United Nations have to investigate the Nigeria weapon shipment from Iran because Iran was under sanction from UN. Now, they were not even allowed. Iran was not permitted to ship even their goods to government, talk less of to terrorists. Their goods was intercepted. Their weapons was intercepted. Unfortunately, 2 loads of ships have been delivered to Nigeria then. And guess what? If I tell you some secrets I know about Nigeria, some people will not comprehend it. Like, you may not understand it. Now, the money used to purchase this weapon, the money came from Gaddafi. But Gaddafi did not bring this money for them to buy weapon. Just pay attention. And everything I'm saying here is subject to verification. Before Gaddafi was killed, before he was killed, he understands what was coming to him. And that time, Buhari have started coming out for president. And Buhari met Gaddafi. Gaddafi gave Buhari money to train some boys who will help him fight before he was killed. Now, they had an agreement. Buhari and Gaddafi had an agreement. And the agreement was, if the rage started, if they want to kill him, that time, Buhari must have become the president of Nigeria. Then, Gaddafi will now run to Nigeria. If Buhari was president in 2011, if he won the election that 2011, or that was before Gaddafi died, if he won the election before Gaddafi died, Gaddafi would have still be alive till today. Gaddafi is supposed to be alive if Buhari had been president before Gaddafi died. That was the agreement. So Gaddafi gave a lot of millions of dollars, okay, to Buhari. So they started using it to procure weapons from Iran. These are classified informations that they will not let you to, have access to it. Like if you can read this BBC report, okay, BBC News, United Nations experts are in Nigeria to inspect an Iranian arms shipment seized in the port of Lagos last October. The weapons, including rocket launchers and grenades, were found in containers labeled as building materials. Nigeria reported the seizure to the UN Security Council for an apparent breach of the sanctions against Iran. Nigeria has charged member of Iran's Revolutionary Guards and train Nigerian citizens over the illegally imported weapons. So another thing I'm going to tell you, nobody will tell you that Iranian Revolutionary Guards were the one who imported this. These are not Iranian soldiers, the Persian Empire soldiers. These are this Ayatollah regime, the late Ayatollah regime, the Islamic soldiers who are attached to him. And their mission of supplying these weapons to Nigeria is what is going on in Nigeria today. And after Iran stopped supplying weapons to Nigeria, in 2014-2015, Turkey started using Turkish Airlines to transport weapons to Nigeria. So this is something like an Islamic agenda. After Iran, Turkey started using their Turkish Airlines. And at the time, the Egyptian television have to intercept and record the conversation between Mustafa, who was a national security advisor to Erdogan, 2014-2015. Okay? National security advisor to Erdogan was on phone conversation with the principal executive of Turkish Airlines, and their call was intercepted. I also published the calls on this platform. I have done a lot of security, jobs when it comes to information about Nigeria on this platform. So you can get them. Go type it on Google. Go to Google. Just type it. Google will bring it out for you. Just type Turkey sending weapons to Nigeria. Okocha Marcel. Google will bring out the video for you. You watch it. So many things going on in Nigeria. If I look at people, I begin to laugh because you don't understand the nature of the sponsors of the terrorism in Nigeria. I say terrorism in Nigeria because there are so many terrorist groups. Okay, so Nigerian authorities have said that the shipment originated in Iran and was destined for the capital, Abuja, after its arrival in Lagos. That particular one was to go to Abuja after they have delivered other two, what is it called? Containers. I don't know where those ones go, but it was delivered as building materials. An Israel ambassador to Nigeria was just trying to say that, come on, Iran is sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. I am seeing folks who don't know Nigeria. You don't know Nigeria. So keep quiet. You don't know Nigeria, and people talk because you hate Israel. You want to say the ambassador is just trying to manipulate people or blackmail Iran. That is not true. I know what I'm talking about. Iran has been sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. And as I speak to you, I am the first person that raised the alarm that Hamas is in Nigeria. I know that there are 3 persons who raised the alarm after October 7 that Hamas are taking refuge in Nigeria. So many of them ran to Nigeria. But their operation, okay, their operation, is it the Al-Aqsa flood, is already in Nigeria. I will continue to tell you all these things. I am the first person to tell you that Hezbollah is in Nigeria. Okay? See, information access is not the problem. We have access to these informations. So, the Israeli ambassador, Mr. Freeman, was right. And he is right to say that Iran is sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria because it did not start. Before this ambassador came to Nigeria, Iran has been shipping weapons to Nigeria. I just tried to show you BBC report that UN investigated Iran's shipment of weapons to Nigeria. Anyway, it is what it is. I just want to let you know that the ambassador was right to everything he said. I watched the interview. So, in case you missed the interview, take a look at it.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having me on the show this morning. Look, for 47 years, Iran has had a policy of death to Israel, death to America. Its entire apparatus, its state structure has been sponsoring terrorism, sponsoring organizations around the world to kill Israelis, to kill Jews, to spread terror. And we've seen Iran spreading terror. We've seen them developing a ballistic missile program, and we've seen them develop a nuclear program. And when a country says that they want to destroy you, death to Israel, death to America, and they are trying to build a nuclear weapon, it's absolutely justified. Not only is it justified, it's a moral obligation for a country to take the action that is needed to stop the country, in this case Iran, who wants to destroy Israel. Iran has said they want to destroy Israel, and Iran is building a nuclear weapon to do that. Cannot allow that to happen. And so this is the most justified war in order to stop these people from developing a weapon in order for them to wipe us off the face of the earth.
You sidestepped my question, Ambassador. I asked you pointedly. Israel has a nuclear weapon. Iran is trying to build one. Is it justified to take away Iran's ability to build a nuclear weapon when Israel has one? If we want truly a nuclear-free world, why can't all of us just drop our nuclear weapons like South Africa stopped their own nuclear weapons program? So you have the nuclear weapon. You don't want Iran to have it. Is it justified what you're doing?
Well, firstly, Israel has never said that we have nuclear weapons. That's your statement. Israel's policy has always been that we won't be the first country to introduce nuclear weapons into the region. But the issue here is not about Israel. The issue here is about Iran. Iran is the only country in the world, in the United Nations, who expressly desires to wipe another country off the face of the earth. Iran has stated its very policy is to destroy Israel, is to wipe Israel off the map, is to make sure they kill every single person. And no regime, no country that has an expressed desire to destroy Israel, and it's not only an expressed desire, we've seen over 47 years they've taken all the actions they can in order for that to happen. We've seen them sponsor terror organizations. They were behind October the 7th massacre of Hamas. We've seen them sponsoring Hezbollah. We've seen them acting in Europe. We've seen them acting in Australia. We've seen them acting in